I think they're passive. Flaming Birds of Doom. Are they not passive? They're not passive! Ah! I'm on fire! Hey, Geeks! Arahli here. Thanks for joining me today as we play some more ARK Survival Evolved. We're on the Geeks Crystal Isle server. Summer Bash has started. Apparently that emote is pretty awesome. There's some new stuff, like these cool sunglasses, which, by the way, you get to do a CSI thing when you take them off. And he does kind of puts them on, with a little bit of attitude as well. Oh, look at that little nod at the end. A cool shirt that you get from it. There's a whole bunch of stuff. You just use cooked meat and jerkies and stuff in the cooking pot. So I decided this morning when I logged in I would get myself some of this stuff, and I bred up a what are they called? A tropinathus. Bred up a trope. Monkey Puzzle and Monkey streamed the other day, and I helped him tame one, kind of. So because I kind of helped him tame one, I was okay with getting one. So the Geeks have been breeding stuff since day one. This is the community center from where we ended the death run at. Oh, we just did another death run too. We just turned on a center server for the Geeks. So now we've got 8? I think we have 8 servers. Hold on, I'm gonna just make sure that's right. 1 second. I'm just gonna look over here, hit the dashboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm still working on a 9th. Oh boy, what am I doing? So yeah, we did a center death run the other day. It was a pretty short one, a little structured one, but I had to work that day, so we kind of made it a quick little deal. I kind of really like the shirt. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so I hatched an egg this morning when I logged in, and I got twins. I got Headhunter, which is the precursor to the X-Wing in Star Wars, was the Z95 Headhunter, and then I've got a female as well. I called her Squint, which is a fighter jockey term for the TIE Interceptor, which is my favorite of the TIEs, the TIE fighters. So these guys are pretty ridiculous. They've got a flat cannon on the front and a jet engine on the back. I figured we might as well start today out with a little bit of a bang and take them flying. I've got some different grenades here. I don't know if there's any difference in them. You have to have grenades for the flat cannon, and I don't know if there's a difference with them or not. Like, I don't know if they just all shoot regular grenades or what. So you can see right now on the bottom left-hand side of the screen that it's showing that I don't have any ammo or any gasoline. Oh. Is that a tame one, or is that a wild one that just fell from this guy over there? A wild. Level 60, boo. Anyway, so what you do with that stuff is you put it in your Trope's inventory. So we'll put some gas in there, and now I've got 250 gas. I want to just put one of these in to see. Okay, so it does matter. You can only use regular grenades. Okay, so I've got 10 rounds. You notice I don't have anything to shoot with right now. If I press... All right, you ready for this? You press control. God, I love this. You're just holding on to the gun. Oh, this is such a great thing they added. So control lights that candle. So now we're kind of, you can see my hairs pushed back. We're going, we got some crosshairs. When you right click, you shoot now. Okay. You can see a little speed thing on the bottom left-hand side, just above the gasoline stuff. When you press shift, you now get that. Now you see we're not going as fast as we can yet still. There's one more speed. It does go through gas pretty quick, so you want to make sure you're pretty well stacked up. So if you go down, you can see it gets up to full for speed. The other thing to get the speed up is if you're near another creature another flyer, you'll see a little thing will show up, like a little drafting icon is what it looks like, and you hold space to draft other creatures when that happens. You don't actually have to go behind them. Oh, well, here, this might work. Ooh, you are a pretty red one. What color are you? Or what level are you? 30, of course. So there's other flyers that are flying, I think. I don't know if you guys heard it. We heard it for a second. Okay, we'll see if we can find one. There's a different sound that turns on when you're near another flyer. If we don't find one right here, we'll go find another one. We're going to be searching around a little bit today. Okay. Before we go too much farther, I do want to drop my stuff off at this community center. I didn't intend to bring both guys with us here. It's kind of neat though that like I can just let go of the mouse now. I'm not going super fast or anything, but I am going like without having to touch anything. Now stamina matters. If you guys can see my stamina up near the top, I am losing stamina. Oh, there we go. See the thing at the bottom? That's on the bottom right is the thing saying like you can draft. So if I press space now, I get a speed boost because I'm around other flyers. I don't know whether flyer I was even around, but... Ooh, look at this. A purple drop action. I have to press control, turn it off. Then you fly like a normal Tapahara. I mean, that's not great, but I'll take it. We got some levels. We're gonna do stamina because that's obviously super important. But yeah, so regular, there's no sprint when you're regular flying. Pretty slow. We just turn that bad boy on. Get flying. So aside from the fact it's a bit loud, this is definitely one of my favorite things they've added. This is just silly. But I was thinking the other day too. So we're right here. We're at the 16. I'll tell you this second. Let's go ahead and we're coming in here quiet like. Well, almost. We've got a cryo fridge in here for communal use, so let's take a look at the CC actually before we get going too far. So a bunch of geeks have been working on this. I know Cryo's been working on some of it specifically, but they've got this section, this little barn here is a spot for people to do to leave their creatures for recolors. Each of the patrons of a certain level get one recolor of a dino per month from me if they want to. That's kind of the only, honestly, aside from an awesome color in Discord and stuff, that's probably the only real benefit there is to different levels right now. We've got a workshop area, which we'll go inside and look in just a second. We've got our garden over here. My place where I live is over here right now. There's like these little bungalows out here on the water. Sure, quick. So, oh, you land right there. Whoop. So this one is okay. Well, I guess right there. This one's mine. I haven't done anything inside it yet, except for have my old corpse here. It's fine. He just lays there all awkward. And then so people the first week can do platform builds and that kind of stuff. So there's, you know, there's a Bronto, there's a couple rafts that are out there. There's a kitchen, which is the part that's right in front of me. Up on the right is the breeding area, which is where I was at, and there's some dino storage up here. Cool little house that's up there. Okay, so the kitchen's in here. There's I made this a version, well, someone had this here. I made it a version of me, because why not? But nice little kitchen set up in here. Spot up here to just kind of chill out. Look at that, I didn't know there's a whole bunch of stuff up here too. That's awesome. And then, let me go drop off the cryopod. This is just insurance for me. Oh, so a bunch of dedicated storage is up here. I threw the forges down because I needed some metal today. So any geeks that are watching, if that needs to be moved, get rid of it. It's fine. I just needed some metal for us, so I cooked up a whole bunch. And then over here, Got a folder in here, which we'll put you in. We'll keep one on us. And I'm going to actually switch out of my funky gear so I can have my wings back. I kind of feel like... I kind of love those glasses. I'm going to wear aviator glasses. I'm going to wear those all the time now. See what I can, I guess. But yeah, so that's the basics of kind of the CC. I know you guys haven't really been back since we did the death run. Oops. We need to do this for stamina. So put all this in here. And by in here, I mean into the inventory. There we go. So pretty neat little CC. My thought today was that we would kind of just look around for a bit and maybe see if we can find ourselves a place to build. When we first started this, the way it worked is the geeks all had roughly a week to figure out where they wanted to go to build a base. And then what they would do is they would put down billboards of kind of where they wanted to go, and at the end of the week, if more than one person put a billboard down in one location, they'd kind of discuss it amongst themselves to see if they could come to an agreement on who would take that one. So people had, up to, I didn't put a limit on it, maybe I should have, but people had up to like 12 or 13 choices marked, I think. So it was, there's a lot of stuff there. But everyone pretty much got kind of a cool spot to build, it sounds like. And I typically try not to... I don't know, I guess I feel... I feel like if I were to participate in that, it might be a bit unfair if another geek was like, well, Arahli wants to build here, so I'm just going to give it to him. So I kind of just figure I'll always do that stuff after the fact. So once everyone's kind of got their spots kind of picked out and everything, I'll go through and look around and see if I can find a spot I dig to do myself as well. I also did some spawning action for us. We added the Crystal IO additional dinos mod and simple spawners. So I've gone through and done some spawning for that kind of stuff. Some spawn work for that. It's actually one of the places I thought about putting a thing, but I assume people would actually build there. Nobody has. Which means I might. Like, that's not a bad little spot. I like that it's got water right by it. Let's see if it's got metal and stuff up here. Any place? 'Cause we want metal nearby. Doesn't need to be a ton of it, but... Oh yeah, there's a good amount of metal right here. That's a good amount of metal. Let's just do a quick flyby and see... I purposely didn't put stuff, like spawn stuff, like creature stuff, on that island because I just assumed that somebody would be building there. And I guess if nobody has, I would feel silly if I don't build there then, since I already made that assumption. Put some boats down there. Alright. I know this is a little loud. I will probably turn it down a little bit in post, because it's kind of loud for me even. So I imagine it's probably pretty loud for you guys. Just making sure I don't see anybody else's base stuff. Huh. Well, okay. Guess we might have just found a thing for us. Well, the other reason I wanted to come out this way is to show you guys where we how the spawner stuff kind of works a little bit. So if you are running, a map with simple spawners and crystal isles, I kind of want to show you how some of that works. We won't dive like crazy into it, but Monkey and I went through a bunch of it in his stream the other day. So just in case you guys aren't watching that, I forgot to show you that on mine too. So I didn't put any crystal wyvern egg spawns in because you can just straight up tame them. But we did that, Monkey and I did that on Iron Mine. Right way. One of the things that I originally had in here was I had crystal griffins in here. But they have a nasty overspawn issue. So I had to take them back out of the area and just leave regular ones in. But I did put a spawner in for crystal griffins. It should be right up here. Yeah, okay. So you can see there's some crystal griffins. I can't stay here to show you, but the spawner is like right down here. We've got a couple crystal griffins that are showing up in here, which is good. That's the purple and bluish ones. That dude's mad at me. Whoop! Didn't mean to do that, but alright. So, you know what? I don't really want to have to use admin mode, but I guess I'll have to do that to show you some of the spawner stuff. Because, I have to get close to stuff. I guess I can probably do it without... I'll get one in at the end of this. I'll pull one in and show you how it works. But so, like, that spot over there, there's a couple crystal griffins. It's nothing too crazy. And then, we're gonna go check on rock drakes and make sure they showed up like they're supposed to. Because that was the more important part to me. Rock drakes are something I wanted to... Oh, that's what I was going to say. Let's back up for a second so we can talk about what I was going to ask you guys. So, ARK has progressed from a real primitive-like thing to stuff that has tech suits and jet-powered dinos in it. I'm not always a huge fan of the tech stuff. Like, I kind of like the more primitive aspect. This is probably the most tech-forward thing they've made that I've been like, oh yeah, I really like that idea. It's good, it's cool, let's do that. So I guess my question to you is that, and not just item-wise, but it got me thinking, what's your favorite thing in ARK? Favorite dino? Favorite creature, favorite creature dino? Favorite item? Favorite addition? Favorite thing they've actually have in ARK? What thing is it that you like the most in ARK? It's probably not a huge surprise to you guys, but my absolute favorite thing in ARK is the rock drake. The wingsuit is a ridiculously close second. I think it's probably the most useful item that's in the game is the wingsuit, the glider suit. But I think that the rock drake is hands down my favorite creature in the game. It just works. It's just so good. You can be in the water, you can be in the air, you can be on the ground. I know you can't fly, but it's got that neat zoom mechanic. And then the addition of wings, you weren't just falling like you were with, you weren't just falling like you do with the parachute. You actually get to like fly, which is neat. I love the glide suit. Oh, you know what's a good one we can go look at? There should be one right around here, actually, now that I think about it. For the spawners. Although I think I put it in a place where I can't show you how it works without using admin stuff. So yeah, just what's your favorite? Drop it in the comments. Let me know what it is. Favorite dino, favorite thing that they've added. Do you like the fact that it has tech and stuff in it? Do you like the more primitive setup? Okay. We can see, or we could for a second. It did hide itself pretty well. There's this little purpley dot that was up here a minute ago. I'd have to actually turn on the simple spawners thing to see it again. But I put a spawner up here for the Ember Tross. Okay, so the Ember Tross are here spawning now. Okay, it looks like I did set it up to let them wander out of that area. But so this has a set number of these creatures in here. You can't get them without the mod right now because they had to be taken out of the regular... they had to be taken out of the regular thing. I think they're passive. Flaming Birds of Doom. Are they not passive? They're not passive! Ah! I'm on fire! Come on, buddy. Oh, boy. Come on. Don't die to those crazy things. Passive? Passive? Well, bye, Headhunter. Holy crap. Good to know. Oh, you're from over here, are you? Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad we made 2 of those guys. Oh, jeez. Okay. I need that saddle back. Okay. That sucked. I did not realize that those guys are not passive. Well, good to know. I don't know if I should chance going back for that saddle when I'm so close to dying right now. Oh. The fire was so mean. You just let him on fire. Let's see where the bag's at. Leave me be, you horrible birds of doom. I don't see the bag anymore. Those saddles are kind of expensive, so I'd like to not lose it if I can avoid it. I wonder... Oh. Well, okay. Good to know. Mean firebirds. I did have to get pretty close, so they do at least have a decent range, I guess, where they're not gonna aggro you. But they mean. Yeah, I don't see his corpse. I don't see the bag. Okay, well, that's how it goes, I guess. Well then. I guess what we'll do then is we'll see about teleporting up to where the rock tricks are supposed to be. Well, that might be a really bad idea now. Let's go back to the CC. And we're gonna get out Squint. Ooh. Okay. Can't believe I already got one of them killed. Spawn in, base. Spawn in. This way? No. Yep. This way? Okay, we're good. This does take longer to spawn in than I expected to. Oh, all of our gas was on there. That's right. I'll just spread out the rest of the stuff I have. I'll have the dedicated storage deal for that. I don't need berries on me. Or meat. Need some more gas. Oh, I got a blueprint I can put away. Saddles. It's an ascendant. Put that in there. Great thing about the community center is all the blueprints for stuff. Like, you just can't go wrong. I can come in here and make myself a nice pistols. I'll have to do that pretty soon. Like, you know, Geeks are all really nice about just kind of making sure, like, if they, you know, a lot of people keep their own, like, the best of whatever blueprint they find for themselves, which is totally cool. And then yeah, they leave the extras here usually. Okay, well, I guess we need to get some gasoline. So let's take 250. Go with stamina. Okay. Well, birds are mean. Let's go see then instead. Oops. I need to put that on you, don't I? Let's go see about getting closer to some of this stuff, and then we will. I'll show you guys some other things here. So this is awesome teleporters. It has a like map thing built into it as well. So think that we can go... That's this spot, though, isn't it? Let's do the obelisk. See where this is at in comparison to where I think we need to go. I was going to show you guys another one of those spawn deals. I guess it should be this way. Shouldn't be too far away. Get some speed going. So, the things we've added with simple spawners is we have added the Deinonychus, the rock drakes, the crystal rock drakes, magmasaurs. Oh, I added magmasaur eggs because you can just put them in the eye and eye for magmasaurs in general. I'll tell you what. Let me make sure I know what all I put in here because I posted it. So, to our chat for that. Okay, so yeah, we added rock drakes, crystal rock drakes, Deinonychus, and ember tross are the ones we added. Oh, and crystal griffins with the spawners. Ember tross, the ember tross. Sorry, yeah, and then magmasaur eggs I added as well. Deinonychus are right over here. It's a secret. Not really. Somebody else already found them, so I feel like I can show them. I gave them just a single spot to spawn. And then 3 nests. So there's 3 nests over here that fill up with all these guys. Are you stuck on a tree? Oh, they can actually probably jump on me too, so... Ow, I'm bleeding! It's gonna kill that tree. So that they're not stuck in it anymore. Oh, alright. So, yep, there's a spawner over here too. It's neat though, because you can hide the spawner. Let's go put down so doesn't die on me. Get some stamina back. And then we'll do a little zoom in and see if you guys can spot it. It's cool though, because you can kind of like, you can make the spawners, you can disguise them. So let me get out here and I'll show you guys what that one looks like. Looks like the flat cam might be in a way for us to do this. Yeah, you can't unfortunately see because it's back there. But it's a rock. I can make it look just like a rock. So that's what those things do, though. Like I placed those nests. Those nests then pull from close by. See, there's an egg inside there. So it's pulling from things that are nearby to actually make that work for us, which is pretty neat. Let's go back to... What we'll do is we'll go back to... God, those Brontos. Must be Bronto spawn. Since we're nearing the end of what this should be for an episode, now that I have managed to kill my very first actual creature on here of my own, we might as well get to a point where we can at least put down our stuff for a place to build. I can learn it still, because I haven't learned all the stuff. Learn that. Okay. Let's head on over. We'll clean that area real quick. And then what I'll do is I'll actually run the command so I can get a spawner in and I can show you guys the basics. We won't actually use it for anything. Well, we'll make something silly happen because we can. And then we'll get rid of it afterwards so you can kind of see how it works. This rocket-powered bird. It's the best. Not as good as a rock drake, but other than that, it's the best. Okay, nothing horrible up here that's gonna kill us. Nope. Alright, well, let's go ahead and put a sign down real quick. Alright, good to go on that part. Looks like we're nearing nighttime. Alright, yeah. Give me 1 second, because I need to get the command for it. Alright, this is the simple spawner kind of setup for it. And what you do is you can, like, so what I did earlier was those things you saw with the Dionychus, those were nests that I put in. You can do loot spawners, resource spawners, or custom spawner, which is the one that's down here. So I just gave myself 1 custom spawner. So what you do with these guys is you place them down in the world. It's going to take a second to load itself up. Loading settings. So you go in here, and I'm going to just turn it off to start. And what you can do then is you can set spawn radius. You can show how big it is. I'm going to turn this down to really low, so we can kind of just see them turn on. Let's do an apply. So this is like a small radius. It's still not tiny. So let's make it 0. Now you can't see it at all. So it must. Let's put it back to 1 then. Apply. So you can do things and have them spawn globally. You can do roaming, so they can leave the spawn area, which is what we would normally do. You can avoid player structures, so if someone builds nearby, it stops them from being able to actually spawn. The things won't spawn here anymore. So like on our server, we're at difficulty 6, which means 180 is our top level. So I could actually leave this at 6. I always just put it at 6, so like the 60. So the lowest level I think it's spawned would be level 60, which is like a level 10 on our servers. Increment levels means that it actually spawns according to this. So like it won't get a 60 and a 61. The next level from a 60 is a 66. So I'd have 60 or a 66 would be the next one up. You can change how long they respawn. You can despawn them if you want them to. If you want them to have a chance of being babies when they come out, which is pretty neat. And then this is how you tell it how many creatures it can do at once. So I typically have been doing 2, and then I set the limits depending on what I'm doing. So let's just do this one for 6 right now. And then I'm going to grab a creature here. I haven't seen if this is actually in the game or not, or in Crystal Isles yet or not. So let me grab one real quick, and we'll see if it actually works or not. It's in the base code of the game, so it should work. Okay, so down here at the bottom, there's a place for you to paste a creature blueprint. So this is the blueprint, like, name of it in the ARK folders. If you just go to the ARK wiki, you can, in the spawn commands, you'll see an option that shows you like pretty much what you need for this. So I'm gonna do the lantern goat, which is the shine horn. You click add, and then it shows up in the menu here. You can put a whole bunch of different creatures in here if you want one spawner to do it. I'm just gonna do the 1 for now. And then I'm going to enable the spawner and do save. So now on my little island here, this little section of the island, we could have little shine horns show up. Now there aren't any here right now because it has to go through its actual time frame, but I can force them to spawn. Now I got little shine horns. And it'll do this again. It'll spawn up to 6 of them, and then that's the most you can get, and they'll stay here. The neat thing with this too is that when you have this on here, so you can name this. So save this. You can name it that way, and then you can actually see the map in here. So in the map now, I can see the things that I've put in. You can see the different spawners for them, and they'll tell you what they are. So like this one that you can see, the ones I'm highlighting, they're actually right here on the screen. So those are the ones I highlighted for the rock drake. So you can see over here it says rock drake spawn for this one. This is a crystal rock drake spawn. And this one over here is one of the Dionychuses. You can see that's where they spawned. So that's kind of how those all work. And then you have the spawner nests are there. That's what the eggs are. So those are magma nests that I put in. So it's really neat that you get to that, and I can, because I'm an admin, obviously doing all this stuff, I can teleport to it if I want to, or I can remotely destroy them, which I thought was pretty neat. And then once things are in place, you can also copy them and adjust. So the other thing you can do this with the settings too, you can count creatures. It's going to tell you that there are 2 here right now. We're going to force another set of spawns. Another set of spawns. We'll do count again. Now there are 6 of them. So there are 6 of these guys walking about now. Some of them might be down. Yep. Some were kind of down there. Some fell out of the space. But so that's kind of how that works. The neat thing with this too is that from any of these, you can destroy all. You can destroy all of these on the map at the same time. I'm going to destroy the creatures I spawned in, and I'm going to turn this back off. Oh, there's a shine horn there still. Okay, that should get rid of all of them. So there shouldn't be any more shine horns out. Love those little guys, but yeah, from this though, I can destroy wild creatures. I can count them. I can force creature spawns. You can also you can turn off all the custom simple spawners. You can do this from all of them, which is pretty neat. You can also destroy all of them. So if I want to get rid of them all at one time, I could definitely do it that way. Let's just pick this up now. Okay, that's the basics. That's the basics, guys. Let's get on that guy. Get a little gamma action for us. See anything horrible down here? There's a raptor earlier. Is that still down here? Doesn't look like it. It is. I pick these. Nope. No. Go away, Igby. Jerks. I need the flat cannon just to deal with these guys. Oh, there's a dillo down here. Okay. No. We're not doing this. Jerk. Alright, well, let's just get moving for a second. We might as well get back out of here anyways. We did a speed boost because we could. Let's just go down by some crystal deposits so we can do a quick little side out. It's weird to like have it go as slow as it is now when you can do the little speed boost all the other times. Alright, thanks for hanging out, geeks. I got to see a little more of the Crystal Isle servers today. Got to kind of see how we set some stuff up. We found a base location, which I didn't expect. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for hanging out today. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like below. You can always subscribe for more content, and I will catch you on the flip side.